my search for the truth, when I was trying to discern whether I should walk down that Catholic road or not, or to at least see if that is where truth was, I was kind of disposed in such a way that I think that the Catechism was the best place for me to start. It was so relieving to me when I read that Catechism, and that I kept thinking somewhere in here it's going to say only Catholics are saved, and it never said that. I read through that book. I read believe me, I was looking for it. It didn't say that, and in fact, it said that all salvation is through Jesus Christ, who is the church, who is the head of the church. It said that if people of goodwill are doing their best to follow the promptings of the Holy Spirit, then they too can be saved. Okay? Now, how are they saved? Jesus Christ will save them. Okay, if he wishes to save them. And it's kind of a tough thing sometimes for, I think, people to accept, is that it's not for us to say who is saved. I can't judge anybody's heart. That's not my job. That's God's job. And if he wants to save that person who hasn't ever been a Catholic, he can save a Buddhist if he wants to. If that person is as they say, following the promptings of the Holy Spirit to the best of their ability. That person may have never had a Catholic, put things to them in any sort of reasonable way. We don't know. I was so relieved, though, to see that the Catechism didn't say only Catholics will be saved, because I had known too many really good people. That wouldn't make sense. That's another reason I'm Catholic, is that I don't have to believe things that don't make sense. Like as I did when I was Christian Science, that I had to believe that matter doesn't exist. Well, I think it does exist, so, the Catholic Church, all through that doesn't make me believe something that just doesn't seem right. Quite often I'll run into people who ask me particular questions, and not that I don't know the answer, although sometimes I don't, but sometimes I know the answer, but I also know that I'm not going to say it as well as the Catechism has said it. And so then I'll direct them to, paragraphs in the Catechism for them to look up. I might send them to them sometimes, but and usually when I have study type classes at church, the Catechism's a part of those classes. I want that Catechism sitting there so that when things do come up that are maybe in some kind of, where I just don't know, that we can say, well, let's see what the Catechism says. It's so reliable. What a gift that Pope John Paul II left for us with that book.